silence, but something stirs beneath the surface of this moment. November 6th is not just another date on the calendar, it's a threshold, a coded moment in time, lined with the mysterious energy of the number 666, long misunderstood, often feared, but in truth, one of the most powerful numbers in ancient wisdom. You've been taught to fear 666, but the ancients knew better. They saw it not as a sign of doom, but as a symbol of alignment, mind, body, and spirit in harmony, a trinity of self-mastery, a marker of transition when the old reality fades and a new one begins. This video is your guide through that hidden portal. My name is Shiheng Yi, and today we unlock the truth behind November 6th. You will discover why this date is energetically potent, how 666 has roots in ancient esoteric knowledge, and the reason it marks a space between who you were and who you are becoming. Stay with me till the end, and you'll not only understand this shift, you'll feel it. You'll learn how to use this energy to align your thoughts, sharpen your awareness, and upgrade your personal reality. We'll draw from Shaolin wisdom, deeper spiritual truths, and timeless practices that few ever share. If you're ready to walk the path of inner mastery, if you're sensing a change within you, or if you're simply curious about what lies beyond the veil of ordinary life, this message is for you. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire. Subscribe now and journey with us through ancient knowledge, modern awakening, and the fire of your own soul. There is a doorway only the awakened can see, not made of wood or stone, but of awareness, a portal that doesn't stand in front of you, but rises within you. Many search for portals outside, holy places, cosmic events, prophetic signs, but the greatest shift you will ever experience begins in the unseen, in the silent chambers of your own consciousness. This is what the ancients understood. The portal is not a place, it's a choice. The number 666 marks this threshold, not for its shape, but for its meaning. It is the trinity of being, thought, emotion, and action, aligned or divided. When all parts of you are tuned to the same frequency, the doorway opens, and in that moment, everything becomes a decision. The question is never where is the portal, it is always, are you ready to walk through it? To step through means to take full responsibility for your inner world. No more blaming the outside, no more projecting shadows. You no longer wait for life to fix itself. You master your mind, guard your energy, and become the author of your reality. The Shaolin teachings remind us, before victory in the world, there must be victory within the self. Before mastery over life, there must be discipline over thought. The true warrior doesn't fight the world, he shapes it through his state of being. So when we speak of portals, understand this. It sips not about escape. It sips about evolution. Step through, and who you were will no longer fit the life you are entering. Before the fist is raised, the breath is still. In the Shaolin tradition, every action begins long before the body moves. The master stands still, not because he is frozen, but because he is listening. The world rushes, the mind spins, but within stillness there is clarity, there is truth. This is where transformation is born. In modern life, we are trained to react, to do, to fix. But ancient wisdom reminds us no movement has power unless it comes from silence. Like a lake undisturbed, stillness reflects everything with perfect clarity. It is within this clarity that paths appear, subtle, quiet, but undeniable. In stillness, every path reveals itself. These words aren't set poetic, they are practical. A warrior who strikes without stillness wastes his strength. A mind that acts without silence creates more chaos. True mastery begins when the storm inside settles, when the thoughts slow down and the breath becomes your anchor. This is why monks meditate before they train, why sages withdraw before they teach. Stillness is not the absence of life. It is the foundation of all life, a womb of transformation. Through stillness, you begin to observe your thoughts, not be ruled by them. You learn the art of responding rather than reacting. You develop patience, the rarest form of strength in a fast world. And from this inner silence, the right movement arises, not forced, not rushed, but in perfect alignment with who you are becoming. The greatest power is not in motion. It is in the stillness that guides it. The mind may lead, but the body follows, and both must be trained with equal devotion. In the ancient Shaolin temples, monks did not separate the spiritual from the physical. They understood that enlightenment is not only a matter of thought, but of embodiment. You cannot reach a higher state while neglecting the vessel that carries you through this world. Self-mastery begins with the mind, but it manifests through the body. Physical discipline is not about strength alone. It's about alignment. The way you stand, the way you breathe, the way you move, each is an expression of your inner state. A restless body is often the reflection of a restless mind. A body trained in patience and precision shapes a mind that is calm and clear. In the Shaolin path, every strike, every stance, every controlled breath is a meditation. Through repetition, the body learns to obey the mind, and through this harmony, a new level of awareness is unlocked. The world often teaches us to escape the body, to numb pain, avoid discomfort, seek shortcuts. But the ancient masters invite you to enter the body more deeply, to listen to its wisdom, to find stillness in strength and presence in motion. When body and mind move as one, the energy within you becomes focused. You stop fighting yourself. You begin to evolve, not just in thought, but in form, in action, in presence. This is why true personal growth cannot be achieved through thought alone. The body must be disciplined. The breath must be trained. The movement must be conscious. Because the path to higher realms is not only walked in the mind, it is walked through every step, every posture, every choice you make with the body that carries your soul. Awareness is not passive. It is the greatest force you possess. In a world that constantly pulls your attention outward, the real power lies in the one who can bring it back within. Ancient masters understood this truth long before the modern world began to distract us with noise, screens, and endless stimulation. Mindfulness is not simply noticing what is around you, it is becoming deeply conscious of each moment, each breath, each thought. Where your attention goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, your reality grows. This is how you create the world you live in, by deciding what you truly see, feel, and focus on. Most people wander through life half awake, reacting to whatever comes their way. They think their life is happening to them. But those who master awareness realize your life is happening through you. Each moment you choose to be present, you are shaping what comes next. The mind left unattended becomes a mirror of chaos. But when you direct your attention with intention, you become the architect of your reality. Mindfulness turns every experience, even pain, into wisdom. It teaches you how to observe without absorbing, how to feel without being flooded, and how to act without being driven by emotion. This is why mindfulness is a superpower. It allows you to step out of the loop of automatic reactions and instead respond from a place of clarity and calm. It opens the door to creativity, intuition, and deep peace. When you are fully present, every moment becomes a choice, not a habit. Each breath becomes an opportunity to align with your true self. And this quiet, unwavering awareness is the first step in creating the next version of your life. The most difficult prison to escape is the one you build with your own identity. We hold on to stories about who we are, what we've done, what we've failed at, how others have defined us. These stories become walls, habits form patterns, roles harden into masks, and before we know it, the life we live is not chosen, but repeated. The ego clings to familiarity, even when it limits our growth. It tells you this is who you are. Stay where it's safe. But the ancient masters knew a truth the world often forgets. Evolution demands surrender. You cannot step into a new reality while dragging the weight of who you used to be. Letting go of identity is not about losing yourself. It is about releasing what is false, so what is true can rise. Think of it like a snake shedding its skin. The shedding is not comfortable, but it is necessary. Every identity, student, warrior, victim, achiever, is just a layer. When you remove the layer, you don't disappear. You expand. You step beyond "I am this" or I am that, and move into pure being. These shifts don't happen by force, but through awareness. Observe your habits. Question your reactions. Ask yourself, does this story serve the person I am becoming? When the answer is no, release it. The ego resists change, but the soul craves freedom. And when you dare to let go of labels, past versions, expectations, a new reality opens. One that is not based on the past, but built on potential. Letting go is the price of evolution, and freedom is the reward. Energy is the silent currency of life. Every thought costs energy. Every word, every interaction, every emotion. Yet most people spend it unconsciously, leaking it through stress, conflict, and distraction. Shaolin masters understand what many forget: your energy is sacred. It is the foundation of your strength, your peace, and your potential. Therefore, it must be guarded with discipline and wisdom. In the ancient teachings, Qi, the life force, was not something to be wasted. It was cultivated, protected, and channeled with intention. Warriors trained as much in stillness as in combat, not because they were avoiding the world, but because they refused to let the world drain them. They chose where their energy went. They decided who had access to their attention. They understood that what you allow into your field shapes who you become. Look at your life as a temple. Not everyone is meant to enter. Not everything is meant to stay. The conversations you entertain, the media you consume, the people you surround yourself with, each either feeds your qi or steals it. Guard your energy by setting clear boundaries. Withdraw from what weakens you. Lean into what brings clarity, strength, and alignment. When your energy is scattered, your life becomes chaotic. When your energy is focused, your reality becomes powerful. Learn to observe how you feel around certain people, thoughts, places. Your body always knows. Trust it. Because your next level of reality doesn't come from working harder, it comes from protecting what fuels you. Guard your qi like a master, and the world will feel your presence, not because you fought harder, but because you lived wiser. Every life carries its shadows, every heart its light. To deny one is to weaken the other. The Shaolin masters teach that duality is not a problem to solve, but a truth to honor. Yin and Yang are not separate forces fighting for dominance. They are two sides of the same path, two currents flowing through every thought, every action, every breath. We are trained to fear our darkness, to chase only the light. But mastery does not come from suppression. It comes from recognition. To embrace duality is to see the anger and the love, the fear and the courage, the doubt and the faith, not as enemies, but as teachers. Each holds a lesson. Each carries energy that can be harnessed. The secret lies in balance, not in denial. In practice, balance is not stillness alone. It is movement guided by awareness. The master knows when to strike and when to yield, when to speak and when to remain silent, when to act and when to wait. The world often asks for extremes, but the path of mastery asks for alignment. It asks for presence in both the shadows and the light, flowing naturally between them without attachment or judgment. The dance of duality exists within every choice you make, every thought you nurture, every habit you repeat, every relationship you engage in. These are opportunities to practice balance. When you embrace both sides of yourself, the inner conflict softens, energy flows freely, decisions become clear. Life moves with rhythm instead of struggle. True mastery does not eliminate darkness. It does not cling to light. It integrates both, creating a harmony that radiates outward. Yin and Yang are always in motion, and so too is the path of the awakened. To walk, it is to move gracefully between all that you are and all that you have yet to become. Time is not an enemy, nor a force to be conquered. It is the quiet teacher that guides every step of growth. The Shaolin masters understood that rushing toward mastery is like trying to harvest a tree before its roots have taken hold. True transformation cannot be hurried. It unfolds in its own rhythm, guided by patience and careful attention. Every new reality requires preparation. The mind, body, and spirit must grow together, like water slowly carving a path through stone. Awareness is the seed, action is the soil. But patience is the bridge between them, the gentle force that allows insight to become manifestation. Without it, energy is wasted, lessons are missed, and progress becomes shallow. November 6th, in this sense, is more than a date. It is a reminder that timing matters. It is a cosmic signal that some changes must be approached with care, not haste. The number 666, often misunderstood, carries the rhythm of balance and cyclical flow. The shift it marks cannot be forced. It must be welcomed, nurtured, and allowed to take shape within you. The world around us moves fast, tempting us to grasp, to push, to demand immediate results. But the ancient path teaches the opposite. Slow growth is deep growth. Every breath, every moment of stillness, every act of conscious discipline accumulates quietly, building a foundation strong enough to support the next stage of reality. Patience is not passive. It is the disciplined alignment of intention and timing. It is the calm trust that what is meant to emerge will emerge in its own perfect moment. Those who cultivate patience find that life no longer hurries them. They move with it in harmony with its flow, ready to step into a new reality when the moment is truly ripe. To see clearly, one must first step back. The world is always in motion, full of desires, distractions, and dramas. Yet the path of mastery begins when you learn to watch without grasping, to witness without interference. This is the essence of detachment. Detachment does not mean indifference. It is not a retreat from life, but a way of engaging with it from a place of clarity. The Shaolin masters teach that the mind clouded by attachment cannot act with precision. When you cling, whether to people, outcomes, or identities, you bind your energy. You react instead of respond. You move from fear, desire, or expectation rather than from presence. Observation, paired with detachment, becomes a powerful tool. To observe is to see the currents of life as they truly are, not as you wish them to be. It is to recognize patterns, understand motivations, and sense the flow of energy. And from this clear vantage point, action arises naturally. The master embodies the principle of Wu Wei, acting without forcing, moving without striving, influencing without imposing. The world unfolds, and the master moves in harmony with it. In practice, detachment allows you to experience life fully without being consumed by it. You feel deeply, yet remain centered. You encounter challenges without losing your composure. You witness both beauty and chaos, knowing neither defines you. Life is a river, ever-changing and unstoppable. To flow with it, you must release control and embrace observation. In doing so, you cultivate the wisdom to act at the right moment, with the right intention and with effortless strength. The master's path is not about doing more, but about doing less, more wisely, more consciously, more aligned with the natural order of things. Detachment is the gateway. Observation is the guide. All the teachings, all the knowledge, all the insight in the world cannot open the portal for you. Understanding alone is not enough. The ancients knew this. True unlocking comes not from memorizing truths, but from living them, embodying them in every thought, every action, every breath. The portal is not a gate in the world. It is a threshold within. It opens when your inner alignment is complete. When what you think, what you feel, and what you do are no longer in conflict. When the mind is clear, the body disciplined, the energy balanced, and the spirit awake, the doorway emerges naturally. Knowledge guides, but embodiment creates. Consider the Shaolin monk who trains for decades. He does not practice simply to know technique. He practices until the technique becomes him, until his stance, his breath, his movements, and his awareness are inseparable. In this unity, power manifests effortlessly. This is how a new reality is accessed. It is not forced, it is lived. The same applies to life beyond the temple. Align your intentions with your actions. Guard your energy. Observe without attachment. Release what no longer serves you. Walk in patience. Accept both light and shadow. When thought, action, energy, and spirit move as one, a shift occurs. Doors open that knowledge alone cannot unlock. Paths appear that logic cannot predict. The true unlocking is quiet, subtle, and profound. It asks for discipline, presence, and courage. It asks you to become the very principle you have sought to understand. And in this embodiment, the next reality is no longer distant. It is alive within you, waiting for you to step fully into it, whole and aligned, ready to meet the world not as it was, but as it can be. November 6th is not just a date, it is an invitation. The symbolic 666 portal asks you to step into your next reality, not by chasing it outside, but by cultivating it within. Every moment of stillness, every act of discipline, every choice to be aware and balanced brings you closer to this inner mastery. Life will always present challenges, distractions, and noise. Yet the wisdom of the ancients reminds us that true power lies in presence, in observing without clinging, in acting with calm intention. By practicing these principles daily, mindfulness, patience, detachment, and alignment of mind, body, and spirit, you begin to shape your reality, not react to it. This journey is not about escaping life, but about embracing it fully, with clarity and purpose. Each small step, each mindful breath is a gateway to deeper understanding and transformation. The portal opens gradually through your consistent practice and conscious choice, revealing the life you are ready to inhabit. Take these lessons into your daily life. Notice your thoughts, your energy, and your actions. Align them with the person you are becoming. In doing so, the next reality is not a distant dream. It becomes your living experience. Thank you for joining us on this path of awakening. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Shaolin Soulfire and continue walking the journey of inner mastery with us. Like, share, and carry these teachings into your day, allowing the wisdom of stillness and alignment to guide every moment.